Being stuck within the stillness is not okay. It cannot be used. It is like hypnotizing oneself and samsara. Being stuck only like that is not helping through unwinding and releasing. Step back from the stepping back itself. This is not just about stepping back from the body, the mind, and anything. Step back from the stepping back itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Let's make a conclusion well. Dissolve the conclusion itself. Self-purification within the conclusion itself. Do it well. Otherwise, it will fall within the stillness and being stuck there. In the stillness and indifference, that's not helpful. Not helping through unwinding and releasing. It's like locking up within stillness and indifference, hypnotizing oneself on and on. Step back from the stepping back itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Self-purification within the conclusion itself. Make it well. This is the conclusion which is concluded within itself. In this way, the great compassion will be purifying itself as well. This is the purification within the blessing itself. What is there to be made conclusion? It is within itself, and the benefits, the effects is for the whole samsara. Self-purification within the purification itself, discarding the discarding itself. What is there to be discarded? Not grasping for the non-grasping itself. This is not about not grasping for anything. Self-purification within non-grasping itself. If there is no conclusion that purifies itself, it will become samsara within itself. To disengage from disengaging itself, then it will become samsara if it is only about disengaging or not. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. Otherwise, just only about engaging or disengaging, it will be circling of samsara. Trying to disengage or not, both, it is a kind of samsara which is circling. That which has nothing to do with disengaging or engaging. Self-purification within itself, within the conclusion itself. That's not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Let's unlock it. Conclude within the conclusion itself. Self-purification within the conclusion itself, affecting the whole samsara naturally, automatically. Constantly stepping back from the stepping back itself. Let's recalling. This will cut off all the projecting of the mind, all the focuses. Stepping back from the stepping back itself at presence, the presence that doesn't grasp for itself. If the presence grasping for itself is still samsara of realms of existence in itself. Step back from the non-grasping itself, that which has nothing to do with grasping or not grasping, that which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. That is the presence that doesn't take in itself, not deluded to itself. Nothing is within the presence. Step back from the stepping back itself again. Not grasping for the non-grasping itself again. If you are still stuck within any states of mind, step back further from it. That which has nothing to do with stepping back or not. Then it will be truly purifying through the emptiness, helping through unwinding and releasing. Let's refine our blessing well. Let's refine the blessing. Otherwise, it's not called blessing. It just assumed up and being stuck there. If the mind is just trying to disengage, or not grasping, step back from itself further. Step back from the stepping back itself. This will be truly purifying through the emptiness, unwinding and releasing truly. Let's make a conclusion for the blessing. Otherwise, there is something that is stuck in the blessing. There must be a purification in the blessing itself at the same time. That which has nothing to do with unwinding or not, so that the unwinding will not turn into contentment, lightness, feeling light. That which has nothing to do with unwinding or not, releasing or not. Let's not make all these kind of feelings to become something. Let's conclude well. Conclude within the conclusion itself. The reminders that purify themselves. With this, it will not become samsara within the reminders themselves. If they don't purify themselves, the reminders will be samsara. that which has nothing to do with discarding or not. That which has nothing to do with letting go or not. This will be the purification of the emptiness without traces. If the letting go is still remaining there, purify it further. That which has nothing to do with letting go or not letting go. In this way, there will be no more clinging with the ways that one has made up by oneself, creating the one who walks the path by oneself, forming up the practice and the one who do the practice. Both is a delusion. Let's purify right away the ways, the path, which is the karmic difficulties in the samsara, which is formed it up by oneself and being deluded to it. Let's purify the formed up, the make up things. If you feel that you are stepping back from something, just purify further that which has nothing to do with stepping back or not, so that it's ending totally the path and the one who creating the path. If you feel that you are disengaging, let's get over it. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. This is the conclusion that purifies itself. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging, let's not make it as a path, which is deludedly creating it by oneself. Make up the path, and the one who walks the path is all about delusion. Make up the practice, and someone who is practicing, that is delusively creating it, making it up delusively. Delusively creating the practice, and the one who do the practice, make up delusively by oneself. That which has nothing to do with this is it or this isn't it. This is not just about this isn't it. Neither is this is it or this isn't it. If you feel that this isn't it, then purify it further. That which has nothing to do with this is it or this isn't it. What is there to make it up as yes or no? It's an opinion. If you feel that this is not it, purify that kind of opinion, that thought further, that it has nothing to do with yes or no. This is it or this isn't it, so that it will not become a path on and on endlessly. Make up by oneself the path, and the one who walks the path is deludedly make it up all by oneself, delusively beginning and trying to end that which has nothing to do with the beginning or the ending. The true origin has nothing to do with the beginning or the ending, or trying to begin or trying to end. Even the true origin has no meaning as the true origin itself.